Brothers and sisters, celestial energy, with wisdom. This is going to be a prequel for dimensional shapes. I'm going to do a video later on showing what dimensional shapes really are. Each shape, all right, believe it or not, is dimensional. And we're not only talking about 90-degree angles and we're not only talking about 90-degree angles and 30-degree angles, you know, that's what gives it dimensions or whatever. We're not speaking on that level. We're talking about actual dimensions in every shape. Every shape has dimensions within it. Okay? And remember, dimensions are the lines within I'm looking at these guys on the side of the road, I'm sorry. Lines within a diameter. Alright, the magnitude of the lines within a diameter. Alright, when we're talking about dimensions. Alright? So inside of each shape is more so like a portal energy. All right, and I'm going to have some diagrams, some shapes drawn a little later, so that you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. But inside of each shape are portals. All right, and you got to understand, you know, the movie. The video under Remedy H that I did about ley lines. All right, the video about ley lines and how ley lines play a role in everything as far as where the businesses are put. It's not only the ley lines that play a role. Also, what plays a role is the windows and the doors. All right, because inside of these shapes are closed or finished shapes. Okay, these shapes are finished shapes. They're closed off. So inside of each one of these shapes are dimensional portals. All right, which are designed to draw you to this business or to this whatever business entity. It's designed. It's that's the way it's formed. When you go to these restaurants and you see all these windows, inside of these windows are dimensional portals that are designed to draw you. You gotta remember, you know, who do they depend on the most with businesses? Our people. It's not so much that their people, it's our people. They depend on us with their businesses. That's why they shape their buildings in certain fashions. I remember some years ago, here in the city of Detroit, there were people who were going to create the African town over on Livernois Avenue. You know, Livernois is named after some very powerful tribes, Atlantean tribes, the Livernois tribe. And we were going to have what you call African town, and everything was drawn up, and it was going to go from 8 Mile all the way down to like 6 Mile or better yet Finkel, which is 5 Mile. So it was going to be, you know, around 2 to 3 miles of nothing but what you call black-owned businesses. And we'd already had it drawn up, and the fashion of the buildings, all right, them being owned by us was going to draw thousands upon thousands of our people to what they call African town. So, and I'm going to tell you about the dimensional shapes, how the dimensions play such a powerful role. Because we're already multidimensional beings. This is the science behind this, and these non-indigenous people know the science behind our people. They already know that we're multidimensional beings. So you have a multidimensional being owning what an entity called a business, and it's going for 3 miles. All right, there's that number 3. All right, you got to look at the gematria effect, all these different things that play a role, and it's going to go for 3 miles. All right, and they were scared. These non-indigenous beings, the white folk, the Indian people, the people from India, the Asians, the Arabics, all right, they all got together and they filed an injunction. All right here in Detroit, they filed an injunction to stop the forming of what we would call African town. And the injunction was passed. Of course, the judges were paid off. They just didn't file an injunction and didn't give a large sum of money to go with it. But that's how one-dimensional the judges are. But so do you understand this? So when we as multidimensional beings, when we build structures, all right, and these structures have shapes, we put soul energy into it. So what was going to happen with African Town? It was literally going to be a soul force. All right, it was going to be a soul force. It was going to be a force of carbon souls running an entire system that would have went for 3 miles. All right, and this is, that goes into a whole nother situation. When we were talking about the Black Wall Street. All right, we'll talk about the Black Wall Street. We'll talk right here in Detroit, the Black Bottom, right here in Detroit, and all the businesses that we have, and the way our businesses were fashioned. All right, creating dimensional shapes, and we being multi-dimensional beings, creating these dimensional shapes, and how the non-indigenous people of our planet fought so hard against us. They fought so hard against us on our planet, didn't want us to create or build or structurize. All right, so you gotta understand the power of the soul, and our soul is a multi-dimensional shape, and we're going to get into multi-dimensional. All right, because the more shapes you have, the more dimensions you have within that area of shapes. All right, I need you guys to understand that. The more shapes you have, the more dimensions are available within those shapes. All right, so we've got to go into some very, very powerful learning. All right, this is going to be a very powerful learning tool. I need you guys to pass this on to everyone else. All right, and let everybody else know that this is the High Prince Seema Bacteria News, High Prince CVA. All right, is Remedy H's new channel. All right, and this is the alternate channel. Well, we're going to be talking solely about technology. We're going to be talking about physics. We'll be talking about dimensions. All right, we're going to be going into some major lessons that we must attain to so that we can return back to where we're supposed to be. And I hope I'm not the only person or the only carbon being who is really focused on creating dimensional shapes. All right. So just wanted to share that with you guys. All right. Something for you guys to really, really ponder on. The dimensional shape. Each shape has a dimension inside of it, a dimensional realm. All right. And I'm going to show you guys how the dimensions work inside of each shape, because that dimensional energy takes on the points and the lines of each shape. All right, we're going to get into some complex thoughts, some complex information. Okay, and we're going to talk about how, when we created portals, how each portal played a role. The more multidimensional the shape was, the stronger the portal became. All right, and that was the whole key. Is strengthening the portal. As you can see, mankind can only create a two-dimensional portal. All right, remember, a regular portal is only 2 dimensions. So mankind can only create a 2-dimensional portal. All right, or because the portal is, second dimension energy. We, as the original people, carbon-based beings, all right, we have the ability of creating multi-dimensional portals, which means there are multiple shapes within the portal that we could go through. And going through these portals will provide us energy, strength, stamina, life, force, higher levels of technology. All right, more powerful combination of more powerful energy to combine us with nature and the cosmos. All right, whole thought patterns change. And this is the importance. So this is mankind fighting against man on man's own planet. How do you come in my house and fight against me in my house? Because you cannot take the energy that's in my house. So you will want to reshape the energy, which you can't do. So mankind has literally, we've talked about this, how they have literally tried to offset the balance of nature, how they have literally defied the laws of nature and the cosmos. So we, as the original people who are nature, with time, with energy, with substance, with technology, we're all of this. We're the foundation of this entire planet. There was a sister who sent me a message and said, hey, our people are not incarnating on the planet because they're constantly killing each other. When we start building and creating, this energy goes out and reshapes the mind of our people. All right, you understand why mankind does not want us to build. All right, because we reshape their entire mental focus of our people. One large structure can reshape and redesign the minds of many of the original people. That's why mankind doesn't want us to build. All right, something for you guys to think about, something for you guys to focus on. It's not about money. It's about building. It's about us becoming that focal point of nature and the cosmos. All right, we, the Atlanteans, the original beings of this planet, the Sumerians, the Atlanteans, the Lemurians, Timerians, the Ironwood, Twa, and the Pygmies. It's important that we begin to build, to create, to design. The true Europeans, those brothers and sisters from the planet Europa, the true Europeans. All right, these white people or whatever, mankind, they're not Europeans. We call them Europeans and give them that strength. They're not Europeans. They're what you call foreigners. They're foreigners, just what they are. They're not indigenous to this planet. And it's not right that they try to hold us back. At the same time, it's not right that we don't try to bring ourselves up. All right. It's not right for them to hold us back, but at the same time, it's not right for us not to bring ourselves up. All right. So we've got to redesign everything. So we're going to be talking about multidimensional shapes, as well as very soon I'm going to be going into the ninth dimension also, so you guys can understand, understand the ninth dimension. All right. We're going to go into these higher dimensions so that you guys can grasp the understanding of the focal point of the natural abilities of who we are. Okay? All right, guys. I'll catch you guys a little later. Just wanted to share that with you. This is the prequel to Dimension of Shapes. And we're going to go deeper into the dimensional shapes a little later. Okay? All right. And as usual, all power to the multi-chakra celestial angelic beings. May chaos reign with you forever and ever and ever. More power to you all.